Well, it's Tuesday, and every Tuesday, our traffic expert, Jason Luber, talks about a topic that is just driving him crazy.
That's right.
And Jason, this time it's about a right turn arrow.
Yes, because I think people are confused with arrows and balls. Okay, so that's the way. Yes.
Okay.
So when you see a traffic signal, you see the red, the light, right? That's called a traffic ball. And then you have the red arrow, right? Well, you're not supposed to turn right on there. It was Valerie from Centennial who wrote to me saying, "What's driving you crazy? Hi, I saw your article about the right turn on red arrow at 8th and Zuni. Was wondering about the same thing at the intersection of Arapahoe Road and Colorado Blvd. It's a terrifying intersection without signage for drivers. The problem seems to be most drivers think they can turn right on the red arrow." Well, it doesn't matter, Valerie, if you're in downtown Denver, in the Denver suburbs, or anywhere in the state. As I reported in that previous story, Colorado law states when you see a red turn arrow, you are supposed to stop. Turn arrows are the same way as you would at a red stop light or a stop sign. Now, what I saw when I went out to Arapahoe Road and Colorado Blvd. is that the red arrow only comes on when a pedestrian activates the crosswalk. When the crosswalk cycle was complete, a yellow flashing arrow came on. And when I talked to the engineering department with the city of Centennial, they told me they set up this prohibitive right to increase pedestrian safety, especially for these kids at Newton Middle School who are crossing the street. They say even though drivers are supposed to yield to the pedestrians who are crossing, unfortunately, often they don't. That was disturbing when I saw the red arrows that were on. Most often than not, I watch drivers go a slow roll and just go right through the turn. Only a few times did a driver stop for that red arrow and wait for it to turn yellow or green. I watched as most drivers handle the yellow arrow by just doing a slow roll and then going right through the turn. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office tells me this area is tough to monitor in the winter because there is no place to sit in a car, but in the warmer months, they can sit on the sidewalk in their motorcycles. I saw plenty of places that I could, if I was an officer, watch for those people that are turning. I also asked if the city would put up specific signage reminding drivers to treat a red turn arrow like a stoplight. I was told no, the drivers are expected to know how to behave relative to standard traffic signal indications like a red arrow light. By the way, if you're stopped for running the red arrow light, the citation is 4 points, carries a $125 fine, and I have much more about this story right now in the online version on Denver7.com. You go to the top of the page to Denver 7 traffic.
Yeah, red arrow.
Red arrow
means
don't go.
Means stop.
That's why they put it there.
Exactly.
I can't believe the one who went through it even with the kids coming across.
Exactly, and that's the problem because the
time.
kids are there, and of course it's supposed to keep you from running into the kids.
Wow.
And you were there with a camera.
Yes, exactly. And people just don't care. As far as that area right there, this is right down the road at Arapahoe and University, and you can see traffic's moving along nice and quietly. So it's an easy drive for us right now. But of course, watch out for the kids as they're going to be crossing the street. Lisa, for Newton Middle School in just a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of kids, heading back this week, obviously, from spring break to a much cooler, wet, soggy week.